Hi, I'm Colton Milbrandt, and I'm going to be showcasing Gwin today, which is a way that you can launch and trade infinite markets on the Ethereum blockchain. Well, that means anything that we can get a price feed for. So stabilize Bitcoin hash rate to 10x8. There is so much you can do with different leverages, with cryptos, commodities, equities, data. You can trade data, and you can launch these markets with any amount of money. You do not need to start with hundreds of thousands of dollars. All you need to do is deposit, and it will serve it as efficiently as possible regardless of how much liquidity exists. And as we can see right here with this effectiveness chart, that we have a very wide range of effectiveness, 50% plus and minus from balance. So right here we have an equal balance of assets on both sides, and we get these nice efficient lines. They represent the efficiency of the return. You can see that this heated one right here, which is a long position, is actually increasing at a rate of 2x. The stable position right here is staying flat throughout all this price movement. This is a 50% range that it's staying flat in. Anyways, you can have any amount. You just have to have balance right there. And on the outside of these ranges here, we have these beautiful mechanisms that kick in with risk arbitrage, with pool balancing, natural market forces that keep the balance maintained and push it back towards equilibrium here. And so what you get is beautifully efficient markets that are balanced by market forces, by natural incentives, and by rewarding people for depositing to the underweight pools to get back to this stability here. So we can use this to serve any market, to launch any market, and we can do it all with $10, $20. It really doesn't matter. You can start with anything, and you could serve markets up to millions of dollars. There's really nothing stopping us from doing any of those things. So let's take a look here. We can there's about 100 plus price feeds available on the main net, which would be launched soon. Right now it's on the Goerli Testnet. But you could trade crypto, Bitcoin, Polygon, Cardano, commodities, equities, data. You can trade data. We're talking the consumer price index, the hash rate of Bitcoin, gas price on Ethereum. It's you can just trade anything. So right here you can see you have these options. You can heat it up, go long with leverage on any of these kinds of assets. You can go long ETH, you can go 2x long gold, go 3x long Bitcoin. You can cool it down, which is a very interesting option. By cooling it down, you can reduce your exposure up to 100%, which actually creates an emulated asset. So you can emulate the US dollar, you can emulate Apple stock, emulate a barrel of oil, or you could even stabilize the Bitcoin hash rate. And then, of course, we can short as well. Go 5x short Tesla stock. You can go short the Bitcoin hash rate. Very interesting things. Go short the consumer price index. There's pretty much limitless possibilities that can be had on Gwin. So create and trade infinite markets. Let's go take a look, see what it's all about. So we can see right here, we're just going to connect our wallet. We're going to connect via MetaMask. All right, so here we go. This is our list of markets we have available to trade at the moment. We're connected to the Goerli Testnet. So you can see we have 2x long ETH, 5x long ETH, 10x long ETH. These are the targets, and then their health is right below. So this shows you how well it is being served. Right here, you can see we have 0.09 ETH to heated and 0.10 on cooled. So those are essentially even on this 2x long pool here, and that's why the health is basically 100, which is perfect. We can see it balanced very well in these other two heated pools as well. We have the option to go 2x long gold, 2x long Bitcoin, 2x long yen, and very interesting, we have these three pools right here being served by a single parent pool. The great thing about this is that it's stabilized USD. This is an emulated USD position, sort of like a stable coin. right here, all native on-chain, completely secured by native Ethereum value. So how this works is you can see we have our US dollar balance right here, $714, and this is the native ETH underlying that we have deposited. Everything on here is currently served with ETH as the underlying, but we basically transform it into these other positions via our trades, via our positions. And so we make a trade by depositing or withdrawing from these pools, which are automatically settled between each other. So these heated pools settle with this stabilized USD pool right here. And so you can see we have a lot more cooled ETH in this pool here to serve these heated ETH pools right here. But what we're going to see as the price moves, that this value right here, $714, is going to stay quite even. And we have the health of 95 right now, which means it's going to perform very well. It's going to stay right at around $714. And if the health falls, that creates an opportunity and creates the incentive for natural balance to come back to the ecosystem. Okay, so let's look for something with great health, okay? So we can see the stabilized Bitcoin has a health of 108. So that's excellent. We can essentially create a Bitcoin position, which is, I think, a great idea. Why not? And we're actually going to get paid a little bit better. So this is basically 1x Bitcoin, but we're going to get a little bit better than 1x Bitcoin because the health is actually over 100. So let's go ahead and make a deposit. Well, actually, here, let's go into the screen. So here we go. We can see, check out the price action. This looks good to us. We're going to come down to the 108 health pool here. We're going to make a deposit. Confirm our transaction. We're successful here. We're going to see this update in just a moment to 0.11 ETH. And our Bitcoin balance will go up as well. So let's just give that a second. And there we go. We can see we still have a higher than 100 health even after our deposit, which is just what we were going for. So naturally, we wanted to take a Bitcoin position. We took advantage of the health being extra healthy, paying more than we were expecting. And naturally, you can see we are putting the pools back into balance, and that's how the natural market forces will act. And that keeps us right here in the efficiency zone, very close to balance. And it doesn't matter how much is on each side. All we're after is balance. We don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars. In fact, as you can see, we're operating with, $147 like here, we don't need thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to create this liquidity, which is great when we're talking about things like perhaps the CPI. Maybe there's not a huge market for that, but there will be a market for people who want to trade the CPI. And it's easy to create, easy to launch, easy to do here on Gwin. So let's take a look at another thing to do. I very much think it's cool to be able to buy gold completely, to create a gold position entirely on the blockchain. So this is completely secured on the blockchain. There's no gold in a vault somewhere being held by a custodian or anything like that. It's based on how we trade, and it's based on the reliable price feeds from Chainlink. So this is very well secured. It's a very good way to create a gold position and to not have to have any trust. It's a completely trustless way to create a gold position. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to create a stabilized gold position by depositing to this pool right here. And as I was saying, we deposit to create a position, we withdraw to exit our positions. So let's make our deposit. And the cool thing about how this all works is that we can deposit and withdraw at any time. So let's wait for our deposit to go through while we discuss that. There is no holdup on depositing or withdrawing. the pools are automatically settled always. And so there, our deposit just went through. And now we have a little bit more gold. We've upped our gold balance, and we now have a gold position that will maintain this amount in gold, even though our underlying ETH value will fluctuate. If the gold price in terms of ETH is fluctuating up or down, the ETH amount will fluctuate up or down to compensate and keep our gold amount in ounces at the same amount. So we are free to withdraw or deposit at any time. What happens if there's a big market event, stuff goes crazy? Are we gonna lose liquidity? We're gonna have this like moment where, oh, everything breaks. Not with Gwin. There's not gonna be anything like that. It's automatically settled. Nothing will ever stop working. It's minimized the risk in that regard as much as we can possibly figure that out. So there's nothing inhibiting withdrawals. There's nothing inhibiting deposits. It automatically settles between its counter pool, and the price that you have when you exit is the price that you expected to get, and it's what you get. So there's really nothing holding you up. You're good to withdraw at any time. Let's withdraw some. We can see right here this pool has a kind of a lowering health, so we're at 95. It's not bad at all. It's going to do just what we want it to do. But let's withdraw just because we want to ensure, you know, the best health possible, which isn't really a bad idea. Let's do that. So we're gonna withdraw $61 worth of our stabilized USD. Let's withdraw that, confirm our transaction, process successfully. Balance is going to update from 714. It's going to go down by the amount that we withdrew. Let's just wait just a moment for that. As I mentioned before, we all know Goerli takes just a little while. There we go. So you can see it went down by the amount we expected. We are all good here. We can withdraw from any of these. In fact, I could empty out every single one of these pools and there would be nothing to it. All it would do is, if I took out vast amounts of money from this, all it would do is create a very, very nice risk arbitrage opportunity for someone else. The health of the pools that still had some funds left in them would become extremely attractive. And so even in a bad event like that, what's going to happen is you're going to see the health of pools go up. They're going to fluctuate, and there's going to be insane opportunities to take advantage of for risk arbitragers. And what we're going to end up with is a very well-balanced pool, naturally, performing very efficiently. So anyways, that's what Gwin is. It's an amazing, amazing platform, and it's so flexible. It has so much potential, and yeah, get out there and Gwin. Try it out on the Goerli Testnet. You can see the address is gwinapp.vercel.app. It should be in the description below. And I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you listening. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.